Okay, so your next move is going to be to join all of the squares in this top row, just like you did with this one. So you're gonna work around it 2 times, just like you have with the square here. Work around 2 times with the first 2 rounds, and then one side of the 3rd round, and then up to your chain 1, just like you did with the square. And then you're gonna link up this top corner, join along this edge, leave this bottom one unjoined and then the corner unjoined as well. And then you're just gonna keep going all the way across until you've got all of the squares from your top row joined up. And then when you're ready to join the 2nd row, that's when you're gonna do something different. So that's what I'm going to show you right now. So when you join this row, you're going to work your first side plain. Okay, so we're gonna pretend that I've joined all these squares on, and here is our next step after you've worked your first 2 rounds of this square and then one side up to your chain 1 here. So now you're just going to release your loop from your hook just like before when you linked up this top join, but we're gonna be picking up this diagonal loop here, not this one that's right next to the square. This diagonal loop, pick up the working loop front, put it on your hook and pull it through to the front, just like before. Finish your chain and make 1 more chain, and then finish this corner, 2 double crochet in this corner. So now you've joined on to the diagonal corner here, but of course the side you're going to be joining onto is this side right here. So you've just linked up that corner. You're still going to leave this corner unworked, because once you join this square, you're going to be picking up that corner. So for now, just leave this corner hanging. You've joined up with this diagonal, and now we're ready to join the side. So chain 3, single crochet in the next chain space. Remember, that's the chain that doesn't get linked up. And so if you match them up on the side here, you've got your corner that you're not going to join into, and then you've got these 2 chain 3 spaces that are not going to get joined. And now you're going to just join up into starting with this one, just like we did for this side. To go ahead and chain 1, insert the hook front to back through the corresponding chain, which is the corner, this chain, this one. This is the one you're going to pick up. Grab the loop, pull it through the front, and finish your chain, and then 1 more chain. And this is just like we've joined the other side, so I'm just going to keep going here and just kind of let you see what it looks like in real time. Pull it through. There we go. And this is the last one that's going to get joined up, because the next one is the one that doesn't get linked. So just chain 3. Oh. Yes, chain 3, and then now we're ready to work our corner. Okay, so here's how we're looking. We've joined our side, and we've got our chain 3 here that's not linked up, and you can see right above it is that one there. That one's the one that's not linked up, so those 2 correspond to each other. And now we're going to join this corner because it's on the perimeter. So this is the top left corner of the blanket. So you've got these squares that are on the perimeter here, so that's why we're going to go ahead and immediately join up this corner. So I'm putting 2 double crochet in the corner here. Then I'm just going to chain 1, release the loop, grab that corner there, put the loop back on the hook and pull it through, and then finish my chain and 1 more chain. And then 2 double crochet in the same chain space. And now the side is completely finished. So now this square is joined on, and all you have to do now is work these remaining 2 sides plain without any joining. Okay, so here's how my square looks after I've worked my 2 sides plain, and I went ahead and joined and cut the yarn. So now I've got 3 squares joined together, but if you're working in your blanket, you're gonna have all these top row squares joined together, and then we're gonna work this square here. Okay, so behind the scenes, I did go ahead and join on this 3rd square along the row, just so I could show you exactly how it's gonna look when you join on this 2nd square of your 2nd row of squares. Okay, so your first square on your second row of squares is only going to join one side, but then all the next squares in your second row are going to join on two sides. They're going to join on this top side and this side here. So that's how I'm going to show you how you're going to pick up the corners and everything on this square. So first I've worked the first 2 rounds, of course, and then one side plain as normal. So just one side plain up to the first chain of the corner, just like we've been doing. So now I'm going to pick up this diagonal corner here. And if I hadn't joined on that square, I wouldn't have that corner to show you. So that's why I went ahead and joined it on. So just go ahead and insert the hook front to back through that corner and then pick up your loop and pull it through to the front. Make your chain and then one more chain, 2 double crochet in that same corner chain space, chain 3, single crochet in the next chain space. That's the one side loop that doesn't get joined. Then chain 1. And now we're going to join on this side right here. So we've picked up our corner. This corner is hanging out. It's going to get picked up by this square when you join it on. And then we're going to join right here with this one chain. I'm going to go ahead and come in tighter here. So of course this is the chain that we're going to join into. You've got your corner, you've got your 3 that doesn't get joined up, and then you've got your next one. That's where we're going to go ahead and pick up the loop, pull it to the front, finish your chain and make one more chain, single crochet in the next chain space on your motif in progress. Keep joining across here. Single crochet in the next chain space. There we go. And one more single crochet in the next chain space. And now we're at the part where we don't join, so we're just going to chain 3 and then make the first 2 DC of our corner. Chain 1, and now we're ready to close off this place where 4 corners meet. So how you're going to do that is I'm going to turn the work this way, since now we're going to work across this side. But like I said before, just remember this is the top edge of the blanket, this is the side edge. I'm just turning it because it's more convenient to work across the side. So to grab this corner, you could just grab the corner, pick up the loop, pull the loop to the front, finish your chain and make another chain and keep going. And I'll show you how that looks, just so I can show you how we're gonna contrast it. So here's how that's gonna look here. Once I keep going, how it looks is you've got this gap in between, like kind of underneath between these upper crossing corners and the lower crossing corners. There's a gap. So to get rid of that gap, what you'll do is, instead of just grabbing that loop, you're going to actually grab the loop and just put your hook underneath the crossing join that's already there. So that's all you have to do. Just grab your loop and tuck your hook under these 2 corners that are already joined up. Grab your loop. Then when you pull the loop through and you make your chain, you've encased the whole corner there. Then chain 1 more to finish your corner. Put 2 double crochet in the same corner chain space on the motif in progress. Chain 3, single crochet in the next chain space. And now we're ready to join the next side. So this is how the corner looks when all 4 corners are picked up. All right, so nothing different on joining this side. So I'm just going to go ahead and do that. And there we go. All right, so I've joined the side here, and of course I left these second to last loops unjoined, and then the corners unjoined as well, because on the next row you're going to pick up those loops just like we did here with this one. So we've got these 4 corners joined together and then the side complete. And now I'm just working on finishing up this last side to get back to the beginning of the motif, so I can go ahead and cut the yarn here when I'm at the beginning. So those are all the basics for everything that you need to know about joining your squares. And then whenever you get to the final row of squares, you won't leave these corners open, because then you're not in the body of your blanket anymore. You're on the perimeter of the blanket. So once I'll turn this upside down, we'll just pretend this is the bottom edge of the blanket. These need to be joined up because they're on the perimeter. So when you get to your final row of squares, you go ahead and join up every single corner that has been open, because once your blanket is finished, you're not going to have any corners that are not joined up. So while you're in the main body, you're going to leave these corners open, and then once you get to the bottom, you close those corners immediately. All right, so that is all of the basics that you need to know to join all the squares for your blanket. For this second row, you'll just join on all the squares exactly how you've joined this square. So I hope that helped everybody who wanted videos for this join, and you can find the Celtic Lace Mini 2 join on my website at cypresstextiles.net. I've got step-by-step photos and written instruction there as well, in case you like to see stills. Sometimes it's a little better than watching a video sometimes. So head over there if you want to do that. Otherwise, I will see you guys on the VVCAL, and you can also use this join for any blanket, but this is the official join for the 2020 VVCAL. Head to cypresstextiles.net if you want more info on that. All right, guys, so I will see you on the next video. Bye, guys.